Hello everybody, welcome back to New Cities. I certainly hope you're having a fantastic day whenever and wherever you happen to be, because I am so excited to be back. You guys absolutely seem to love that first episode. I'm not gonna lie, I'm assuming that because this first episode hasn't gone out yet, and I feel really awkward for putting that in the intro, but we will assume it went well. I swear, you know what? Gonna let you in a trade secret. A lot of YouTubers that do the whole, like, you know, you guys seem to love the first, most of them do this. I'm recording this episode before that first one's even edited. I'm recording it 5 minutes after I finished the first one, okay? There's a trade secret for you. Anyway. Oh man, right. That's me exiled from the YouTubers Guild is what that is. Anyway, today we have a couple of things we need to do. We need 50,000 residents, and we also need somewhere to place City Hall. We also have some demand for more farms, so I think the easy thing to do is going to be to get those. So let's go in, let's get ourselves some roads, and let's get ourselves some more farms, basically, because we do need them. People do happen to like their food. You know, it is something that's considered, what's the word, essential. So we'll get them some roads, we'll get them some space for more farms and all that good stuff. And I think we'll basically just try and have as many farms kind of out this way as we can manage. So throw them out just like this, and they can be up by the water. They can do whatever they want to do. That'll hopefully, you know, be a good amount of them right there. I did actually miss this little bit of road as well, so let's get that done. And yeah, that should, as you can see, farms cover a pretty big area. They are quite chunky is what they are. We'll go ahead though and bring more factory space out here whilst we have the opportunity. And I'm also wondering, can I upgrade a road? Is that a thing I can do? Double click to modify. There we go. So I want to modify that road, and I want to modify that road if I can, and that one too, and that little bit too, just so that that's more of an avenue. And then we can go in and say factories just sort of on all of that. Not really that much demand for factories, but it means that when there is demand for them, people can head out that way and do their thing. Now, with that out of the way, I want somewhere to place City Hall, and I want it to be somewhere nice. So what I think we'll do is we'll go in, we'll get ourselves some streets, and we're basically just going to run them sort of, I'm not really sure what's going on there. That looks like it's a bend in the road, but I think that's a hill. It is. All right, that's going to make it tricky to do City Hall is what it's going to do, but I'm sure we'll manage. We'll go up like this, and then we'll go across like this. And then I think what we'll do is we'll actually go like that. Is awful looking. That is not going in a straight line at all. Never mind. I was going to say that is going in a straight line. It is not. Never mind. Take out all of that though. And then you know what? Take out that bit of road too. And let me take this out, take that out. Let me just reconnect everything because it's all a little bit funky right now. In fact, what if I did... I don't know if I want to do that actually. We could do some different angles and stuff. I don't think I'm gonna. I think we're just gonna stick to my original plan, which was make like a square here. And then City Hall can go like right there. Which is a bit of a nasty looking spot for it. It's nothing fancy, but it does the job, right? You know, it's not super fancy, but it does the job. Unless, you know what, I kind of want to change it a little bit. I'm thinking bring this road up to here and then have you go like that, have you go like that, and then we can just bulldoze these bits and forget that ever happened. We'll just go for this instead. We'll maybe take you out so you don't have zoning on you. I think that's fine. I think we'll maybe just bulldoze these bits too. So again, we're kind of getting rid of some zoning and just hiding our crimes and all that stuff. I think that works. I think that's a nice little spot for City Hall though. Grand opening. Did you hear about the new supermarket going up? We just got a small park. Ooh. If a corporation chooses our city for their new headquarters, they'll sponsor a community college. Ooh, we got a supermarket. Where is the supermarché? I don't see it. I would love to see a supermarket. Is that it? Is that a supermarket? That looks like a housing, to be totally honest. What are you? Residential building, yeah. All right. Supermarket, are you around here? Oh, is that it? That's gotta be it. Retail, but look at it. Look at the size of it. So they need workers is what they need. All right. Well, we're gonna need to get them workers then, is what we're gonna need to do. City Hall needs workers as well. So what is the, yeah, that all needs, okay, there's a lot of places need workers. Right. We have a population problem is what we have. We have demand for a much higher population. Let's head out this way then. So we'll just continue an avenue with $30 million. We'll go out to here. We'll go up to there. That space can become, you know, its own thing. And I also want to go up to here. And I want to go to there. So this is going to sort of work to turn this all into a big square again, which is honestly okay. It's not really the end of the world. We'll have some weird shapes within the square, so it's fine. This right here is going to become a a multi-way intersection. Bit of a nightmare intersection there, to be fair, but not a huge deal. Connect you out to there. We can connect you out to there. And you know what? We'll connect this one to there as well. And that should be okay. And yeah, I think that'll be fine. I think that'll be a great layout for whatever nonsense we're about to cause here. So let's bring some roads out and let's start connecting them to absolutely everything. We're just going to bring these straight through is what I want to do. I want to bring them straight through just to create just a massive... Oh, that's not going to let me do that, is it? That does not... Ooh. That doesn't want to play nice. Okay, so we're not going to do that bit then. That bit's just not going to happen. But we can start here and go like that at least. And then you can be connected to there. You can be connected to there. And yeah, like I said, I'm just going to keep this really, really basic. For the most part, I'm going to keep these really close together. It's going to be really, really dense, which might not work out well in the future for, you know, getting massive buildings in here. But we can take out some of these roads if we need to at some point. It's not really the end of the world. And I think that'll be okay there. I think what I'd like to do maybe is take those bits out and just turn you and you into a pair of avenues, so that you know it's not quite a sharp point there. And I think that's fine. That'll be good for residential too. I think over here we could probably get away with a little something like this. And then maybe a little something like that with a bit of bulldoze in there. So that kind of works out, gives us a bit more zoning. On this side, we can do the same thing. I'm not sure I want to go too crazy with like massive amounts of zoning here just yet. Like all in one go, because that's a lot. And then filling up these side parts is a lot as well. So I just want to see what happens. You know, I want to fill up, you know, as much of this new space as we can. I'm noticing though that these are too close together. Okay. Okay, let's make a change then. I'm going to bulldoze every other road because I think they're too close together. So we'll do that. And then we'll go in, we're going to bulldoze every other road because they are definitely too close together. Do the same up here. Do the same in here. And then do the same up here. And I think this is probably something I'm going to be glad I did at some point. But that way I think we can get like denser residential, right? Maybe not so much in this little road on the left there where it's got the avenue, but I think this will give us just denser residential zoning, which means that we probably want to go in and do the same up here. So bulldoze all of that, bulldoze that little road, bulldoze you, and then just again every other road. So that should be fine. We can go ahead and just fill up all of that space too. And like I said, hopefully this means that we're going to be looking at higher density residential buildings. You know, hopefully that's what that means. So let's speed things up. Population will have dropped because we got rid of some buildings, but that's okay. We got all this space filling up again. We will hopefully see some denser buildings in this area at some point in the near future. And then I'm wondering if down here might... I mean, I guess down here is getting some fairly dense buildings, so we'll see what happens, I guess. We will see what happens. I think that looks better anyway. I do think that looks better. Let's go ahead then and start filling in the rest of the space, because we do have a lot of space that we're going to want to play with. That's too close. So I think this is the distance we want to be doing on all of our roads, rather than having them super close together the way we did. So over on this side, we're going to have this one just be really close to the avenue, and then a nice, decent-sized gap there, and a nice, decent-sized gap there. That looks about the same on each side. We'll fill in all of the space, and it just builds immediately, which is really, really cool. And then on this side too, exact same thing, just fill in all of those roads. And yeah, that should do some good things. We are actually halfway to 50,000 people, which is awesome. So we've got that going for us too. Let's take a little peek then at some of the complaints. Let's see what's going on. So issues-wise, there is still a lot of needs customers going on. We still have staff wanted. We still have help wanted. What exactly does this place need? So we can sell, we can shut down. Let's see, enhances value. Max residential density goes up by 0.2. I'm not really sure what exactly. I think we have like 5 of 6 or something like that. So there's 60 people inside of City Hall. I don't really know. I don't really know what exactly all of that means, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Either way, let's go ahead and start filling up more of the space that we have to play with. And let's try and do it in a way that is going to give us some good zoning. So that seems pretty solid. That seems basically just this, I guess. Yeah, I think just keep it simple. Do something like that and not go too crazy. We should be able to just go in then and fill up all of this with a good amount of zoning. So again, hopefully that'll build up and be nice and big and strong at some point. Oh, yes, I did just say that is what I did. That is a thing you heard correctly. Nice and big and strong. All right then. We'll just move on from that, really. If I'm not mistaken, didn't the game mention? Was I doing half dots? Because I think the game mentioned your avenues want to go on the lines, your streets want to go on the dots, and then like your boulevards go on the big lines. I think is the way you do things. So by that logic, I could do this, right? But then I don't know. I might be wrong in my density idea here, but I'm gonna take a chance, and we're going to. This might be famous last words, but we're going to assume I'm right. Is what we're going to do, and that might end up being a disaster, but I'm gonna stand by it. Is what I'm gonna do. We're going to assume I'm not wrong, and we're gonna hope I'm not wrong, because if I'm wrong, then I'm taking up way more space than I need to be taking up for all this residential stuff. But that's probably all right. We'll not stress too much about it. Let me just go in and take you and you out of there. A little bit of commercial along that road. I don't think would hurt. We haven't placed commercial zoning in a while, mostly because there's no demand for it whatsoever, but that's fine. Would I be better? I probably would be better just putting residential on the avenues as well at this point, wouldn't I? I've been trying to avoid doing that, but we have a lot of avenues to play with, and we don't have that much demand for commercial, so I think I am just going to go around and put residential on the avenues as well, just to try and fill them up a little bit. Because it is looking a little bare in places when we don't do it, so let's do this. We'll throw it onto all of these ones anyway. And then I guess over here we could do the same thing. Just throw residential onto the avenues and then on the outside as well. So we'll let that build up a little bit. We could do like up and around here as well, which honestly, sure, why not? Let's just fill up as much of this space as we can with residential zoning. So that should boost the population quite nicely. I think what we could also do is going with a regular road here and have it go like that, which will be kind of interesting. We'll have you go to there, which could be kind of interesting. And we'll just start doing, you know, roads like this kind of the whole way across. These ones here, those are a bit far apart. So let's do this kind of thing just to fill up some of that space. Have you go to there, you go to there. And that seems like it'll work. This space is going to stay pretty empty. Not too worried about that. Let's just fill up all of this with residential as well. And let's run things and see what happens. I imagine the population is going to climb pretty rapidly. And I imagine, yeah, the demand for agriculture is climbing pretty rapidly too. Which is nuts. Like, we have so much farmland. So much of it. I think we're just, you know what? We have 14 million right now. Let's go in. Let's go to Avenue. And let's see what we're working with. So let's upgrade you to be an Avenue. Let's upgrade you to be an Avenue. And let's upgrade you. You and this one as well, and this one. This farm here is probably going to need to go. Unless I can do this, which I totally can. So we're just going to do that. Let's bring this avenue out to there. Massive section of road, which I don't think I can actually take through there. So that's a little frustrating. That's okay, though. We'll bring the roads sort of, I guess, around it is what we can do. So down to there, over to there, up to there. And that sort of skirts around, I guess. Which gives me an excuse to go up here with an avenue as well. And I guess go down here with some regular roads. The owners of a new factory need more engineers. They want to open an engineering school. We just got a college and office zones. Ooh, we also just got a public pool. Okay. If a density tier 5 residential building is built, we can place a big park. Ooh, okay. Okay, we're doing some pretty cool things here. I'm going to have to read through those a little more in a second because I know we unlocked another park, didn't we? That's not the only park that we have to play with. So let's just keep a little eye on what we're doing here with these parks and see if we can do some cool things. I do want a bunch of farms out here though. That's kind of why we're here. So let's try and just fill up a good amount of space with them. So up to there, we're spending a lot of money on farms. We really, really are, but they are 100% necessary. So we'll do like that kind of thing. That should be more than enough of them for a while, I would have to imagine. So all of this space, again, is just going to be dedicated to farmland. Every little section of road out here, just 100% farmland. So there we go. We'll do some farms at the end of that as well. And there, that little road needs them. And that little road needs them. All right, there we go. So that immediately just all gets filled with farmland. That should solve that problem. So what are we looking at here? We have a public pool as an option. What else have we got? So we have small park, public pool. Let's do a small park there and there, because that seems nice. What does this do? +1 nature, +1 value. Okay, I mean, sure. We could do like a small park there and there. Might make the area a bit nicer. It did. Okay. And we have public pools as well. So this is 3.87 million, but it has a pretty big area of effect. Must be placed in a denser area. So down here. I mean, that's fair enough. Let's do a public pool like there. And I guess that will make the area a bit nicer. We could do a small park, maybe opposite the public pool, just to make that area a little bit nicer. Then we have the technical college, which is 26 million up front, 5.45, a lot of millions per year. But this will... The owners of the new factory need more engineers, is my thinking. So let's see. Does this have like a radius on it? It does have a little radius on it. I don't really know what that means, though. So let's do the technical college there, which is weirdly on that road, which is a bit strange, but okay. We'll do the technical college there. We can afford it. Also, we could probably bring property tax up to 10% because I'm a terrible human being. There we go. So that should hopefully start letting the factories grow even bigger. The farms are... There's actually... Okay, the whole area hasn't filled up. That's actually not a bad thing. It means there's still room for those to grow. We are hopefully going to see some density growth over here because these roads are starting to get paved, which I think is like the first sign of density growth. And then in terms of issues, still a lot of needs customers, still a lot of help wanted as well. So I guess just continue growing the population is what we do. Yeah, we have a lot of demand for it, but a demand for farming there as well. I'm not really sure though. I wonder if we were to maybe add like parks and schools and stuff like that. What are these overlays? So pollution is not amazing. Value, density. Density's good down here. It's growing. Traffic is... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Traffic is, I think a little bit bugged, actually. Right, yeah. Traffic might be a little broken there. I think traffic might be having some trouble. Let's speed things up and see how that goes for them. Very busy, that road, though. Very, very busy. Let's go back to our overlays. We'll not worry too much about it right now. It's probably fine. So density down here is good. Value down here is okay. Prosperity is not amazing. Pollution is... it's not great. Crime is not great either. We probably need more police stations and more schools. So let's go in and let's throw a school into that neighborhood. And then let's throw a school into this space as well. Let's throw a school into that space as well. And speed things up a little bit. That should go a long way to boosting the education in those spaces. We have a library as well, which is probably not a bad thing to have. So let's throw a library into that corner. And that, what does that do? A bit more education. Not bad. Okay, so that should help things really nicely, I would imagine. Public pools and small parks. Oh, okay, so our educated populace is asking for a public library. We just got that. Industrial zones that have developed into factories need additional rows to maximize space usage. When a big factory is built, they will sponsor a technical college. Okay. That's okay. Let's do a couple more parks down in this area. I love that I can place them at the ends of roads. That's really cool. So you can place them at the ends of like cul-de-sacs. That's really, really neat. So does that mean I could do like that kind of thing and just get a bunch of parks in there? It does seem like it's boosting the areas quite nicely too. So let's go ahead and do another one and another one and another one. What have we just got? Ooh, I think we just got a mall. We just got new roads as well. We got boulevards. Ooh, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's throw that in there. Let's throw you, I don't know where we could put this one. That seems like it'll do really good for us though. Then crime is obviously a major problem. So let's get another police station there. That'll hopefully solve crime in that area. We'll get a police station up there before that area ends up with crime. Police station up there. That should lower crime in all those neighborhoods. And then roads-wise, we got the boulevard, which is awesome. So that means I should be able to go in here and be like, let's double-click, double-click, double-click. And these have trees on them and everything, which is really cool. So that's pretty cool. Can I upgrade you and you? There we go. So yeah, that's really cool. So those boulevards are exactly what we want. We probably want to start throwing them like through the middle of town and stuff like that as well. They're quite expensive, but they handle a lot more traffic. So like that road there should probably be one. This road down here definitely needs to be a boulevard because it's going to be quite busy. It's a main road through everything. Continuing up this way, all upgraded to boulevards. So just going the whole way up to there with boulevards. That'll hopefully sort traffic. This road was very busy. It doesn't seem to be bugged anymore though, so I don't think we need it upgraded. I'm thinking that probably these couple of roads could maybe be upgraded to boulevards as well. Just to allow for, you know, a bit more traffic through to this part of town. And we'll see how that goes. We do have a bunch more buildings in there. So that's perfect. Also, let's go to the mall. I love that this game has a reference to How I Met Your Mother. That's fantastic. It's probably not... you know what? I'm going to assume it is. I'm going to just assume it is a reference to How I Met Your Mother. So there you go. That's my assumption. Let me see. So police station, crime's still pretty rough down there. It is still a bit rough down there, but that's not the end of the world. Pollution in this area is not great, so let's throw a park in there and a public pool there. Apartment living. Oh, we just got one-way roads as well. Where's the apartment? Where's these proper apartments that we're talking about? I don't really... Oh my God, look at all of these. Look at these. Oh, look at them. They're like proper... Oh my God, I didn't even notice that it was building properly down here. Also, look at all this traffic. Oh my God, it's so busy around here. I love it. I really do. I really genuinely love it. That's so cool. That is so cool. There's so much traffic too. I'm not paying any attention to the traffic. I really should be. I really, really should be. Oh my God, one-way roads and all that stuff as well. We're gonna need to play with these in a big way. Let me see. Can I do that? Yeah, I totally can. And then let's have you be like a smaller one-way road going that way. So traffic comes in, it goes that way. That seems all right. I do feel like this should probably be a one-way road as well, but whatever. We're just going to let those exist. All right, we are really, really close to the 50,000 people that we wanted for that mansion. So let's see what our demand is. We do have residential as per usual. So let's figure out what we could do here. I'm thinking that a boulevard could... I feel like this should probably be a boulevard going the whole way through here. Should probably also just... You know what? Let's... what is this? Oh, that's blueprints. Never mind. Let's just do this for a second and take out like all these sections of road because... They're all cut in half because we did have more roads in there. And then let's just go from there, the whole way down to there with a nice new boulevard. All right. That looks the part to me. I like that a lot. I think that'll be pretty good. So with that, let's then go out to that spot with another boulevard. And then let's see if we can have a little bit of fun here. So let's do from there to there with an avenue. And then let's go to there and to there. And then to there and there. Go across and we want to bulldoze you. So we kind of have this like weird sort of diamond-y shaped space that I want to just stick with. Gonna be a bit weird, but it's just, you know, it's not just a perfect square, and that's kind of what I'm going for. You know, we can build around this at some point and turn it into something else, I guess. I am also thinking I'm gonna play with some one-way roads. Is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna have one-way roads that go off of the boulevard. I think that's gonna be interesting, having traffic sort of be forced to use the boulevard to get to whatever's on these one-way roads. And then they have to use the avenues to like circle around to get back to the boulevard. I think that'll be kind of cool, right? Something like that. A bit weird looking, definitely a bit weird looking, but I think there's potential there. And if this works, I'm totally going to just like tile it over and over and over again. In fact, you know what? Let me go to blueprints. Let me go to new blueprint, go from there to there. All right. And then let's try this. So let's do that. It's a bit expensive, but we're going to legitimately try this. Oh my God, I could actually tile them like that as well, which is kind of cool. But let's just do this and this and that. And then we get these squares in here that are going to be kind of fun to play. That looks really cool, man. That's really cool looking. I like it a lot. But that's okay. So we've done that. Let's, I guess, have these be one way that go around in this direction. How do I like, oh, there we go. So we just double click to change the direction, right? So that they like loop around that way. This might be an awful idea, but I'm genuinely really wanting to try this. I hope it works. Also, we're gonna need to go in and bulldoze these guys because they are not working. So let's get our 4-lane one-way road like that. And then this needs to go to, I think, there and up like that. I think that's about right. And then we'll do the same over here. We'll just sort of connect this down to there, up to there. I don't think I did that right. Do you line up? You do. I think it might just be perspective messing with me again, as it usually does. So you get changed into the one-way road as well. And then these guys can all sort of be changed too. This might work. This might be a dreadful idea, but it might also work. And it'll definitely get us the 50,000 people that we want. So that's good. All right. So that gives us some weird one-way systems and stuff like that. That's okay. These guys up here are probably fine. We could have all of the avenues be one way, but I'm starting to realize it's probably a terrible idea. But whatever. That's fine. Boulevard, let's connect to... Ooh, this isn't actually going to line up exactly how I want it to, is it? No, it isn't. Okay, that's fine. Let's have you connect to there. Let's have you connect to there. And this should be interesting. This should be really, really interesting. Give me a one-way road from there to there. That should maybe be an avenue. Thinking about it, that should probably be an avenue. You can be an avenue too. All right, this looks nuts. This looks absolutely nuts, but I love it. I really, really do. I would also love to like put maybe a smaller square in the middle of some of these so we can actually have some zoning in there. I'm not really sure what I'd put in there. Maybe like services or something could go in there, but we'll figure that out. And honestly, let's just connect that with like a single little road. So it's very much like a little self-contained thing, right? I think that'll kind of work out. This is absolutely ridiculous, but I love it. So we'll do that, and we'll have that be connected to that part. Oh my god, this might this might work. It might not. It probably won't, but whatever. So that's our design. Okay, right. We're gonna do residential on all of these sections of road. The game is paused while we do this. We are gonna need ridiculous amounts of agriculture, I feel, to make this work. But this should get me my mansion, and that's the important part. And you know what? I'm gonna cover this entire thing. All of this is residential, because we still have help wanted everywhere. You know, we still do. We have help wanted kind of everywhere. So all of this residential, even those bits in the middle. I might change the very center to be something else, maybe offices or something, to see if we can get those someday. But all of this nonsense is residential. Because I just have a feeling. I don't know. I have a feeling that we get the mansion, things are gonna be good. That's my goal. That is my end goal of whatever this nonsense actually is. So fill up all of you. Get all of this absolutely covered as well. I would really like a marquee tool. I'm not gonna lie. Being able to just click and drag to place all my zoning would be absolutely lovely right now. But whatever, I can just like go crazy with the mouse like this and get it done. You all need zoning too. I'm missing so many areas. You all need zoning the whole way up there. I think you're covered. You're all mostly covered. We'll assume we're good. A little bit of commercial in the middle there. And you know what? Let's just like have these squares just be commercial. So just the whole way around. I love that I can zone the corners of roads too. That's pretty cool. So something like that, right? Oh my God, this is going to be chaos, but let's let it build. I'm really curious to see how this turns out. That looks ridiculous. It does. It looks absolutely ridiculous. But whatever. Let's look at demand. We can see it climbing quite quickly there, that old agricultural zoning. But we are so close to 50,000 people, which is when I get my mansion, and that is all that matters. That is genuinely all that matters. There we go. Oh, hold on. No. Wait for it. Wait, there it is. All right. 50,000 people live here. The city is big enough to make another city what? The city is big enough to make another city important. What? Okay. We got the ballpark, we got the mayoral mansion and expressways. We can do highways now. Okay. Next achievement, at 100,000, we can build a courthouse to improve the effectiveness of the police. Okay. Crime is no longer an anecdote. With holding cells filling up, we now need a municipal jail, which we've unlocked. And several charities have come together to advocate for more support for the city's poor. We got social services. Okay. Okay, so we got a bunch of new things. We got a ballpark, which is not a bad idea. It's quite a nicely sized building, is what it is. So let's do a ballpark there. And let's do a ballpark there. And then let's do, we have probably got enough to do a couple more of them. Let's do another ballpark up here. And let's do another one in that corner too. Since there's a lot of residential in this space. What else we got? So we got the mayoral mansion. We got social services. Which does what? Reduces crime and serves the needy in the area. Must be placed in a denser area. So like down here. Okay. Quite expensive, the social services. But we'll place it there. And then the jail will reduce value in the area. Unemployment reduced. Law is a lot more effective. Serves the needy, but does massively reduce the value. Let's do the jail here, I guess. I don't really want to, I don't know. Maybe we just throw it in the middle here, like right here by the entrance to everything. It'd be a bit much though. What does this do? Enhances value and adds a bit of prestige. Well, I would like my mansion to be like right over here, to be honest, like right in front of the courthouse. So I'm going to do that. I live right in front of the courthouse. That's my mansion. I like it. I think that's kind of cool. All right. So what are we looking at? We have the Nature Museum. Ooh. Does it have to go in a dense area? It doesn't. What does it do? Ooh, we can't afford that per year. Interesting. That's okay. We'll figure that out. Hold on. Can we, all right. Property tax is what it is. So the Nature Museum reduces pollution in an area, enhances value, education limit goes up, environment kind of improves a little bit. All right. So we could throw it out here. We are going to need parks and stuff out here, to be fair. So like, I don't know, a small park, say there, a small park, say, you know, there, just to kind of improve the area just a little bit. Maybe another small park there and there as well. And yeah, I think that'll go a long way to improving the area. Let's take a little bit of a look then at traffic and see how it's handling the new areas. Let's look at the overlay for traffic. And honestly, it's just terrible down here. Genuinely terrible down here, by the way, which is kind of fun. We can clearly see it's having a rough time. If I speed things up, you can sort of see it trying desperately to get through there. We might honestly want to upgrade those roads to expressways. Not expressways, sorry. We do have those, but boulevards might be necessary down here. Just give them a few more lanes to play with. That way traffic can maybe filter out a bit better. There's always that chance that that'll help, which I don't know if it does or not, but we'll find out, I'm sure. This road here could probably be upgraded too, but that's fine. Wait, can I end at intersection? Doesn't have where, speed limit. I would love to increase the speed limit on a road. That would be brilliant. Anyway, Anyway, with all this nonsense here built and actually already getting a little bit of density, I think we're probably good to say that that is going to be our episode for today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I don't think I've ever gotten quite this far in new cities. I've never really seen all this kind of stuff building before, so hopefully you're enjoying our progress. I certainly am. I think it's really cool. I know this is absolute nonsense up here, but my plan would be to like connect it so it doesn't stand out as a weird design as much. So like eventually put like boulevards from here down to there and stuff like that and kind of integrate it into what we're doing. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking we'll do. We are going to need more farms. We have a little bit of demand for offices, a little bit of demand for residential, and we need to get up to 100,000 people. So thank you so much for watching. That's part one of my outro, by the way. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, I would appreciate it. I would love it if you could go down there and click that like button. If you're new, do consider subscribing. And if you do, don't forget to turn on YouTube notifications by clicking that bell button or whatever the thing is that the cool YouTubers say these days. Either way, thank you so much for watching. It has been my absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.